So I just kind of wanted to start, if you guys could start with a brief history of your band, like what inspired you to start a band and kind of how it started?
Well, I guess I started the band a while ago. Officially, we say it started in '96 because there was like, we'd started the Turbo ACs before, like different people were playing, it wasn't really the same thing. But then, and there was another guy singing, we were kind of calling it the Turbo ACs. But then when he left the band and when I started singing, and that's when we officially started, so that would be '96. And I guess the concept was punk rock, surf guitar, and everything in between, and just to try and bring that in with the energy and just stuff that was a little better. We also wanted to stand on our own and not be like just every punk band or like a surf band or something. We just wanted to have Turbo AC sound as kind of to be unique. So we could, like, you know, there's certain bands like that, like that have a lot of like vintage references, like the Cramps or Rocket from the Crypt. They're not punk rock, they're not, you know, whatever, but they're their own thing. So that's kind of like what we wanted to do.
It's kind of your original.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's harder that way, but it's more respected.
What's up, everyone? What's up, Denver? Shit, yeah! Let's do this right. We got the Turbo ACs later. Yeah, definitely. Dim the lights. Dim the lights. Everybody's doing all right up there?
And so the name Turbo ACs, what made you decide to use that from the movie The Warriors?
From the movie The Warriors, exactly. The Turnbull ACs, if people don't know, was like the baddest ass gang in the movie, and they were like, you know, they were the only ones that the Warriors ran from. And like, if they would actually had to confront the Turnbull ACs, they probably would have lost. Short movie.
I would have run.
But yeah, so anyway, I just always thought that was a great name for a band, but being that we weren't from, Turnbull is a street in the Bronx, and Turbo was more of the inspiration for the music, we've just customized it there, and we went with that.
And was it your concoction?
That was my concoction.
Awesome. Great. Could you talk a little bit about your musical influences or non-musical influences? All of you?
Tim, what do you, I don't know.
Musical?
Under the influence.
Non-musical influences, definitely Guinness, whiskey, various whiskeys, Jim Beam, Jameson, Jägermeister's still a whiskey, right? Well, we treat it like this.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely movies. You know, I mean, that's actually my other job is I do video editing and stuff like that. But I mean, we share a love of movies together, and you know, like sitting in our ridiculous van, and, you know, all you'll hear is movie quotes over and over again. So that, and I mean, we share some of the same music, but not all, which I think helps. You know, helps keep us well-rounded and stuff like that.
I think there's like, I think the non-musical influences are more of an influence for the Turbo ACs. Like, I always try and say that Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee and the Incredible Hulk are like influences for the music. So that's for me. It's really hard to say what are your influences? You know, it's like, of course, you know, there's tons, and you know, as we get older, we, you know, broaden our horizons on music we like and listen to, and try and incorporate into, you know, what the band does. We definitely try and do a lot of, like, we have a lot of spaghetti western influences and try and bring that in with punk rock, and that's a lot of fun to do. So.
I'm on it with no, but the top of the
favorite maybe band or like compilation you listen to when you're driving around on tour? I don't know what inspires you before a show. Do you like get pumped up on anything? Or?
Get pumped up on
Dev, right? Is that what we've been getting pumped up on?
the beats fast and the bass down low.
Yes. This is Mike's. This is his first tour with the Turbo AC, actually. Our original drummer has bowed out of the game, so Mike's along with us and turning us on to some new, adding some new stuff into the influences. So the beats are real fast and the bass down low. Maybe you can take that out. We don't care. No, put it in. We don't care. We really don't. There's no shame in our game.
Have you had any problems? I mean, like during like writing songs, songwriting together, or on tour?
Yeah. I work. It's weird. We live so close together, but it's so oftentimes I'll just sit and I'll just write something and I'll send it to Kevin. Most of the time I don't hear back from him about it. But then every once in a while he'll call me and tell me that he doesn't hate it. So. And then, hopefully then, we'll sit down, we'll work on it a little bit more, and, that's pretty much it.
Well, this question is like being in a band, like being in a relationship, like.
Yeah, so I mean, how do you,
Well, it's a lot, yeah, it's more complex than a relationship. But like with one person, it's a relationship with a number of people. It's a total orgy of a relationship, and it's definitely really hard on personal relationships to do what we do. It's like it's taken pretty much destroyed all of my personal relationships. But what are you gonna do? So yeah, these guys are who I'm married to. So it seems to be that one.
I'm his girlfriend.
He wants to be. He was just trying to hold my hand. I'm not, not that easy.
No, just stretching. It's a long ride.
Get away.
Long ride. He's gonna stretch it out.
See what happens.
I see it coming on. So your new album, Kill Everything.
It's the killer.
What was the motivation behind the title?
Oh, come on. We gotta. I've had it. I'm losing it here. It's time
to speak up.
We're losing it. I'm losing it. And might just snap. No, that's the inspiration. I think everybody can identify with that. You're about to snap and you're about to, go on a murder spree. But maybe you don't have to, and maybe we can all unite and say, yeah, let's have a beer and kill everyone. But we don't actually have to go and get a body count just yet.
Cure the world's problems.
Yeah, but I think we all can. It's like part of the whole. That's a punk rock message, and I think something everybody, we all feel alienated and outside, and would like to kill everyone sometimes. So that's that's something I think an album that needed to be made. And everybody's so boring these days, and everything is just sometimes punk rock is just everybody's doing the same thing, or these things that are just I don't get it, But this is something I get, and I think that other people will get it too.
So what would set this album apart from any of the other ones?
It's better. No, every record is better than the last. But this album, I bet is a little bit more. I don't know. I just make the songs and record them and make it happen. But I'm told it's a lot darker and a lot more diverse. And I guess I can agree with that.
When you guys are on tour, have you noticed that there's a particular, gas station or stop area that's more accommodating the others for our local bands? Just some advice for them, maybe? Maybe we can give them a word.
Lower gas prices, the Pilot, the Flying J.
I'm a big fan of the Flying J. Yeah, I gotta say.
Various meats on sticks.
McDonald's has clean bathrooms.
Yeah, McDonald's has Wi-Fi and clean bathrooms.
And Wi-Fi, yeah.
Chick-fil-A also has Wi-Fi. Very important.
Well, I'm a big fan of McDonald's. I was gonna get a McDonald's tattoo on my neck the other day, but I haven't got around to it yet. But just because a lot of times we tour in Europe a lot, And it seems like that's like the American embassy, you know, because we're a bit lost or a bit homesick, and we can find some solace at a McDonald's.
If anybody gets lost, meet at the McDonald's.
There's been
the
times
nearest
where-
McDonald's will pick you up there. We'll find you. It's safe.
I've gotten lost and
Yeah.
like been found at the McDonald's, like with.
And in Europe, they serve beer there, so why not?
Guinness?
No. It's hard to find Guinness.
See, I walked into the McDonald's bathroom and saw shit in the sink, so I don't know if I believe you there, but...
Saw shit in the sink. Oh man.
You should hang out in the men's room. That's where we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'll try that next
Yeah.
time.
We set up the
Girls,
merch
girls
there.
are terrible. Oh my god.
I guess now is a good time to apologize for that. I'm sorry. There was a line.
I don't know, do you guys have any crazy stories that you're just supposed to tell? Anything from tour? Anything that drove you nuts?
Wow.
Well, I guess one, you know, an early story of mine that was kind of brought to mind driving through Wyoming today. It was back in when we were on Nitro Records, and we just gotten like this big, huge advance for the album, and we were out on the road. We were on our way from. It was a really long drive, and it was the middle of the winter, and we were on our way to San Francisco, going through Wyoming with no other shows before that. So it was a snowstorm, and I ended up flipping our van and trailer and almost killing us all. It's like, you know, the wind just took the trailer around. Miraculously, the whole thing flipped over, the trailer broke off, and then we ended up on the other side of the highway, like with snow falling and like semis coming right at us. And what happened was we canceled the show in San Francisco, but we ended up getting another like crappy van there in Wyoming and continuing the tour and finishing it up, going home, like all beat up from the car accident. That's just kind of our the credo that goes into the band. Like we just, you know, this is what we do. So
I don't think she meant depressing stories.
well, that's a crazy story, but it's also a significant one because that's what, you know, we just keep going.
That's from what I've seen on your website and what I've seen personally, it seems to be
Yeah.
I mean, well, we just stayed at a guy's place. Very nice gentleman. But apparently he had a couple of quirks, and Mike woke up and the guy standing over him.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Just staring at him.
Staring at me, just looking down.
At one point he said, "You guys don't mind if I played video poker?" And we thought he was joking, but he stayed up all night playing video games.
He reminded me of Detroit when we were in Detroit.
Oh, no, fucking Cleveland.
Or it was Cleveland.
Oh my God, Cleveland.
Because
A person that will be
we end
named.
up staying with some friends or whatever, or like some, you know, because we're only going to be staying for a few hours, so why waste the money on a hotel? We'll just go and hang out with some friends.
And it's usually it's a great time. You go, you hang out. That's part of the best, really the best part about being on the road is the people you meet and the stories you get to tell, and sometimes the stories go awry. So we're staying at this lady's house, and she also, you just can't hang out with insomniac. She stayed up making red beans and rice all night.
I did hear this.
And then she kept like yelling, like we'd be sleeping, and she kept yelling towards us, "Oh, this is my friend's demo tape." And it'd be a guy with a guitar, and he would talk for a half an hour, and then he'd play the guitar and sing a little bit, and then talk for another half an hour. So we got that noise going on. She has a little,
Big.
well, it's still little, like bulldog. Yeah, when it was asleep, it was snoring, but every once in a while it would bark, and that would kind of wake you up. But what would really wake you up is her screaming, "Keep it down! There are people trying to sleep!" And then she tried to get in the van and go with us to Detroit the next day.
Yeah.
So, and then she showed up. Like we left. We left
No,
her
we
there.
had to ditch her at the Arby's.
Yeah, we left her at the Arby's.
Well, we're gonna get some food, and she goes, "No, I'll just stay here in the van." I was like, actually, no, you gotta come with us.
You gotta come with us. And then we left her there.
No, she actually did stay in the van with like Monty or something like that. And then everybody's like, "Kevin, you gotta tell her, man. You gotta tell her. You gotta tell her she has to go." I'm like, why do I have to tell her she has to go?
I think she showed up like the next 2
She
shows.
did. She showed up in Detroit and in Chicago.
But I blame the Dwarves for that. We were touring with the Dwarves, and she was a big Dwarves fan. So. Lots of shit happened when you tour with the Dwarves, but I'll just keep it to that story.
And I don't give a damn. I ain't no disco dancer, and I don't got to answer to anyone besides they won't understand.
And so you guys are off to where next?
Next is we actually just picked up this last second show. We're playing in Lenexa,
Kansas City, basically.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kansas isn't far.
we were supposed to, our booking agent was supposed to give us the day off, and she did give us the day off because we have a big show in St. Louis. It's actually focused around Kevin's birthday, and St. Louis is like a second home, sometimes a first home. So we have a lot of fans there. So like we were supposed to, just get ready, relax for the show, and then we're like, let's just play. It's we always try to play as often as possible.
Yeah, it's
Like
a
I said,
long,
meet new people.
drive between Denver and St. Louis, so we'd have to stop it.
We have to pee anyway. Might as well.
Yeah, might as well take the gear.
Yeah.
Any McDonald's?
Yeah.
So, that's
Off to Europe next?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, we just changed record labels to Stomp Records in Montreal, where Mike is from. And so we're gonna actually head up to Detroit and then cross the border. We're gonna play a few shows there, and then we just found out we're opening up for the Dropkick Murphys. So we're gonna do a few shows with them in the U.S. closer to home for us, and then back to Canada again. So then Europe. That seems like forever away. Right?